Hi everyone, let's continue with subtopic 4.4, intermolecular forces of attraction, and we will focus on hydrogen bond. So what is hydrogen bond? Hydrogen bond is a strong permanent dipole-dipole attraction between positively charged hydrogen atom of one molecule with a negatively charged electronegative atom such as fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen of from another molecule. So let's have a look at the example below. Let's say you have hydrogen fluoride. This is one molecule of hydrogen fluoride and you have another molecule of hydrogen fluoride. So the hydrogen bond is between these two molecules and it is between a partially positive hydrogen atom with partially negative fluorine atom from another molecule. So when you want to label the hydrogen bond between two molecules, draw dotted or dashed line like this and then label with hydrogen bond. The small size of fluorine, oxygen, and nitrogen atom make them more electronegative or partially negative. So electronegativity, you have learned before, it is the ability of the atom to attract electron toward itself in bonding. So you have hydrogen atom which is partially positive. Okay, so let's have a look. Untuk hydrogen bond, just remember this, handphone, H-F-O-N. So, hydrogen bond is between your one molecule that has hydrogen atom and ini akan jadi partially positive and dia akan buat hydrogen bond with a more electronegative atom, tak kisahlah, it's either fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen, ini mesti from another molecule. Okay, so let's have a look at the example. Let's say you have one molecule of water with another molecule of water. Okay, so imagine kalau dalam satu beaker, okay, ada banyak molecule of water. And between the molecules itself, okay, sesama water molecule tu akan ada hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding itu adalah we represent by the dotted line ataupun the dash line. Okay, ini hydrogen bond. So it can be sesama molekul yang the same molecule. Okay, macam ini pun sama molekul NH3 dengan NH3 with another NH3 molecule, or it can be between one NH3 molecule with water molecule. Okay, so ini pun boleh form hydrogen bond ataupun bukan dengan water pun boleh. It's between, contoh between hydrogen fluoride with NH3. Okay. Hydrogen bond also exists in organic molecule such as alcohol, carboxylic acid, and amine. This is because of the presence of OH group in the molecule. So ini kamu akan belajar in detail dalam semester 2, semester 2. Okay, so look at the strength of the hydrogen bond. So, before this kita dah belajar van der Waals forces. Okay, so untuk van der Waals forces ada dipole-dipole and London dispersion forces. So, the least strength yang paling lemah adalah London dispersion forces and then followed by dipole-dipole. Okay, tapi kalau if you want to compare kalau compare sesama intermolecular forces, hydrogen bond adalah the strongest. Ini kamu kena hafal lah. Biasanya dia akan tanya, soalan akan tanya compare the trend of boiling point and so on. So all of the boiling point, solubility and so on itu adalah kita refer kepada this factor lah. Dia punya the strength of hydrogen bond, dipole-dipole and the London dispersion. Okay, depends on the strength of intermolecular forces. Okay, so apa faktor yang menyebabkan hydrogen bond ni kuat? It is because of the electronegativity. And kalau ada fluorine atom is the most electronegative elements. Therefore, kalau ada hydrogen bond with fluorine, dia akan jadi the strongest hydrogen bond compared to other hydrides. So hydride ni adalah hydrogen that bond to another atom ataupun element. Hydrogen bond in alcohol is stronger compared to amine. Kenapa? Okay, dia mesti kita compare yang similar weight. So this is because oxygen atom in alcohol is more electronegative compared to nitrogen. Okay, so ingat balik FON. So HFON. So fluorine yang paling electronegative. So followed by oxygen yang kedua and the third one is nitrogen. The effects of hydrogen bond on physical properties, dia akan affect boiling point, solubility and density. Let's look at this trend of boiling point of hydride for elements from group 14 to 17. So the purple line here, kamu boleh tengok, it is a trend untuk, ini adalah trend for group 14. So you can see generally semua trend akan increase. Okay. And for group 14, okay, dia punya trend akan increase dengan cantik lah. Tapi untuk certain elements, okay, contoh molekul, water molecule, hydrogen fluoride and NH3 akan ada deviation from the trend. Okay, normally dia akan trend increasing boiling point if you go across period. But then, kenapa ada deviation for water molecule, hydrogen fluoride and NH3? Why? Kita akan tengok lepas ni. Okay, the boiling point of hydrides of group 14. So, dia akan display normal behavior. Macam Miss cakap tadi, trendnya semuanya adalah increase secara normal. Okay, this is because untuk group 14 tak ada formation of hydrogen bond. So, ingat balik syarat untuk ada hydrogen bond mesti ada handphone. HFON. Okay, so dia ada hydrogen. But then, for another molecule tu, dia tiada FON ni. Okay, so that is why the trend untuk group 14, dia akan display normal behavior. Okay, so boiling point increase regularly or gradually when the relative molecular mass increases because of van der Waals forces increases as the molecular size increase. For hydrides of group 15, 16, 17, kecuali except for NH3, H2O and HF, boiling point akan increase. okay, according to the trend. So dia akan increase regularly or gradually. Kecuali untuk these three elements or molecule. Okay, why? Kita tengok the gradual increase lah, normal trend dulu. The increase in boiling point for the hydride, it is because of the increase in van der Waals forces. As the molecular size increase, strength also akan increase gradually. Tapi untuk all of them, there are no hydrogen bond. For boiling point of ammonia, water molecule H2O and hydrogen fluoride, it displays abnormal behavior here because of the presence of hydrogen bond. So why? Hydrogen bond, ingat hydrogen bond yang paling the strongest is hydrogen bond compared to dipole and compared to London dispersion forces. Okay, so this is the trend, and when you want to show the increasing order, tulis in this form lah. Okay, NH3, HF, H2O, increase arrow and then increasing dia punya trend. So why is this? Even though fluorine is more electronegative atom compared to oxygen, okay, tapi kenapa trendnya H2O yang paling strongest, okay, compared to HF dan NH3? Why? Okay, this is because kalau kamu tengok formation of hydrogen bond, dalam water molecule you can form 4 hydrogen bond. So let's say you have here, tengok, you have one water molecule. Okay, dia boleh buat 1, 2, 3 dan 4 hydrogen bond. So, imagine ada 4 bond. Hydrogen bond is the strongest and then you have 4 of them. So, means untuk boiling point for water will be the highest lah compared to HF and NH3. Okay, so kalau HF kamu hanya ada 1, 2 sahaja hydrogen bond. And in addition, fluorine is more electronegative compared to nitrogen. Okay. So these are the explanation. Okay, because water able to form more hydrogen bond. So instead of kamu specifiedkan 4 hydrogen bond, kamu just guna ayat selamat more hydrogen bonding compared to hydrogen fluoride. Okay, so fluorine is more electronegative compared to nitrogen. So sebab tu kita susun HF lebih tinggi compared to NH3. Therefore, hydrogen bonding in HF is stronger than NH3. So bila kita compare, kita mesti mention apa yang kita compare. Specific compared to what? And then oxygen is more electronegative compared to nitrogen. And you can see susunannya adalah hydrogen H2O. Hydrogen bond in H2O is the strongest. So it will result in ini adalah highest boiling point. Next, the effect of hydrogen bonding in solubility. Okay, water, you know that it is a good solvent for liquid, gases and so on because it can form hydrogen bond. Okay, apa-apa je yang boleh buat hydrogen bond with water molecule, maksudnya that molecule ataupun compound adalah soluble in water. Maksudnya dia boleh dissolve in water lah. compound, for example, okay, kita tengok ammonia. Ammonia is soluble in water because ammonia molecule can form hydrogen bond with water molecule. So kalau if the question asks you to show the solubility of the covalent compound in water, so kamu kena tunjuk lah. Contoh, you have NH3. So you must show dia boleh buat hydrogen bond with water molecule. And then label the hydrogen bond. Okay, most organic compound are insoluble in water. Maksudnya tak boleh dissolve dalam water. Okay, tapi they are soluble in organic compound yang lain. Okay, so contoh organic compound yang boleh soluble in water hanyalah atom yang ada FON sahaja. Okay, so ingat balik. Untuk buat hydrogen bond mesti ada handphone. Okay, so apa je organic molecule yang ada FON ni? Contohnya adalah you have amine. Amine because you have nitrogen there. Ada nitrogen. Okay, alcohol, kamu ada oxygen here. Okay, carboxylic acid, you have oxygen also. Okay, so untuk amine, they are soluble in water because ini tadi Miss dah tunjuk, because amine dia ada nitrogen atom. So kalau ada nitrogen atom means dia boleh buat hydrogen bond. Okay, with water molecule. So you can see water molecule here boleh buat hydrogen bond with amine. Okay. Therefore, it is said that amine is soluble in water. Alcohol and carboxylic acid are also soluble in water because of the OH group they have. And they can form hydrogen bond with water molecule. But not all organic compound contain NH2 and OH group soluble in water. This is because of ada faktor lain pula. Walaupun kamu tengok dia amine ataupun dia alkohol, tapi tak semuanya soluble in water. Kenapa? Okay, kita tengok faktor lain which is dia punya molecular mass. So kalau molecular mass dia besar, means size dia makin besar, polarity of OH dengan NH2 pun akan berbeza lah. Dia akan bagi a big difference. Means polarity of the group will be smaller and the non-polar hydrocarbon portion akan lebih besar. Ni kita akan tengok after this. Since hydrocarbon are insoluble in water, therefore solubility akan decrease as you increase the relative molecular mass. So kita akan tengok specific contoh. So ini let's say you have methanol. Okay, so tengok dekat sini, rantai karbon dia hanya ada satu sahaja karbon. And then you have oxygen. Syarat untuk buat hydrogen bond mesti ada oxygen. Okay, OH group ni ada oxygen kan. So you can form hydrogen bond with ini. Okay, this is the hydrogen bond that you will form, and you can see the yellow part is very small. So, apa yellow part ni? Yellow part ini adalah the hydrocarbon part. Okay, so untuk organic molecule, kamu akan ada hydrophilic part. Ini kamu belajar dalam bio juga. Hydrophilic maksudnya dia sukakan air, water like, water loving. Okay, so kalau water loving, this is the water loving area ataupun hydrophilic part. Ini part ini yang akan dissolve in water. Okay, ataupun dia akan buat hydrogen bond lah, yang boleh buat hydrogen bond with water molecule. And untuk alkohol, OH part ni lah. Okay, so untuk the hydrocarbon portion ataupun hydrocarbon part, okay, kalau kamu tengok dekat sini, carbon dia banyak kan? So means dekat sini, kalau kamu expand, dia akan jadi NH2 carbon, ada 5 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So means this hydrocarbon area ataupun part adalah sangat-sangat besar, which is dia akan ganggu kamu punya hydrophilic area. So if semakin panjang kamu punya hydrocarbon ini, semakin banyak carbon, okay, hydrophobic part, the solubility of the compound akan decrease. Sama jugalah untuk this case. Next is the effect of hydrogen bonding on density of water and ice. Okay, H2O, water molecule, is a bit special because of the ability to form extensive hydrogen bonding network. Okay, so when cooled to solid, maksudnya ice, dalam bentuk ice, water molecule ni, they will arrange themselves to form tetrahedral arrangement. Okay, why? This is because to maximize the amount of hydrogen bonding between them. So remember, I told you, untuk satu water molecule, dia boleh form 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogen bond. Okay, so when your water is cooled to form a solid, dia akan arrange themselves, water molecule ni dia akan arrange themselves dalam bentuk tetrahedral lah. So you can see dalam this structure, okay, tetrahedral tu begini. So contoh di tengah ni, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tetrahedral ada 4 bonding kan? And so on untuk all the water molecule. Okay, so bila your water molecule arrange themselves in this order, tetrahedral, dia akan eventually form an empty space in between tu. Okay, so susunan of the water molecule will be like this lah. Dia dapat nicely hexagon begini. Okay, so ini adalah kita panggil sebagai open structure. Okay, so apa kepentingan dia kita akan tengok after this. So, this will leave a relatively large amount of space between them and give rise to open structure. Okay, ni yang Miss cakap tadi lah, open structure. So, kamu tengok dia akan form open structure di tengah, bahagian tengah. So, this arrangement of molecule will has greater volume. So, volume dia akan lebih besar lah untuk solid compared to dalam bentuk liquid. Therefore, you can notice water akan expand bila dia frozen ataupun dia akan jadi ice. So, imagine kamu buat ice dalam plastik. Okay, dalam plastik. So, kamu akan perasan ice tu akan mengembang. Mengembang means apa yang jadi, they will form, water molecule tu akan form hydrogen bond and dia akan maksimiskan ruang yang ada tu. Sebab tu kalau kamu buat ice dalam plastik, plastik tu akan mengembang dan sometimes bekas ataupun plastik tu akan retak ataupun crack lah because of the expansion ni. And open structure ni juga penting untuk sifat ice. Okay, so sifat ice, you know that ice akan float on water. So why is this ice float on water? Kenapa ice float? So this is because of the open space ni. Dia ada open space between the water molecule. So itu ruang-ruang itu yang membuatkan your ice can float on water. Okay, so this open structure of the ice account for the fact that ice is less than. Okay, so you know that ice is less than sebab tu ice boleh terapung atas air. And when the ice melts, some of the hydrogen bonds are broken. Okay, so maksudnya kenapa ice to melts? Maksudnya you give heat to it. Okay, maksudnya ataupun kamu increasekan the temperature. So bila ice melts, maksudnya you are breaking ataupun overcoming the attractive forces between them. Okay, this will allow the water molecule to be more compactly arranged and result to decrease in volume. Okay, so ini tadi kalau daripada solid, high volume kan, ada ruang-ruang open structure. But then bila ice melt, dia akan slowly turns into liquid and the arrangement will be more compact lah. And this will result in decrease in volume. So when volume decrease, density akan increase. So ingat the relationship is density is mass over volume. So kalau volume decrease, density akan increase or vice versa lah. Therefore, kalau water in liquid form will has higher density compared to ice.